Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and happy Thursday. I am the Delivery Whiz. We are in Las Vegas working gig apps, trying to make some money and also trying to make some good content for YouTube. Right now, we are at a charging station, charging up the good old EV. Says it's going to cost $30. It better not, but I don't have much choice right now. I'm waiting till Saturday because I'm getting a level 2 charger installed in my garage, and that's the earliest I could get someone over. And then I can charge it at night when I'm not using the vehicle. Otherwise, these fast chargers range anywhere from 30 cents a kilowatt hour to 48 cents a kilowatt hour. It's up there, in my opinion, but it gets you a super fast charge really quick. It's not as fast as a gas station, but it's half the price, and we're tired of paying for 30 whatever a gallon of gas. Anyways, today I want to straighten out a couple things. If you watch to the end of yesterday's video, you'll see that I did correct myself. I just didn't, when you dash along the way, it doesn't show you the refer a friend program on Doordash. As soon as I got on there and attempted an actual dash, then it was back there, or you can go in another area and find it. My apologies, I did not mean to give you bad information, but the Refer a Friend program in Las Vegas for DoorDash is definitely live and active right now. If you are a DoorDasher here in Las Vegas, you should refer your friends. $250. Not all your friends are probably going to complete it, but some of them are. And at the worst, what I would do to my friends is say, hey, sign up, let's chop it. Or I'll give you 50 of it or something. It's worth it for both of you. It's a little extra money out of DoorDash. So I would suggest that. The other thing I'm going to talk about is this company called Frayt. And you'll see right here, this is the offers, or the offer I got today amongst multiple ones. And you'll see where I am and where the pickup is. And that is what I was trying to tell you about Dispatch It yesterday. It's the same thing. All the work is on the east side of town, at least 10 to 15 miles to pick up, and then, you know, anywhere from 15 to 25, 30 miles after that to the south part of the city or Henderson. So if you live, or if I lived on that side of the city, it would be great. I got turned on to Frayt by a gig worker that I found on YouTube, and I was excited, just like Dispatch, to get started on it. The difference is that gentleman has a Sprinter van, so he probably gets a lot better offers. Plus, he lives back home in Illinois in the main freight lane that goes north and south between Chicago and Milwaukee. He's halfway in between, so he probably gets a lot of good work over there because that is a busy section of the country. I hate to say it. If you wanted to work for truly FedEx there or UPS at night, you could drive Milwaukee to Chicago and back multiple times just taking parcels. That is an actual job, and if you live back there, you should look into that. It's not a bad opportunity, especially if you like driving at night alone and where it's peaceful and quiet and less trafficy. So for me back here, I live so far on the west side near Summerlin that there doesn't seem to be work on these apps on this side, on that side of town, the west side. And I hope that they advance that. The other thing I wanted to talk about was I do really now, and I don't know why I didn't say this yesterday, I understand how these companies work. They get a call from a client and are asked to pick something up and deliver it, and then they just dispatch it out, just like DoorDash or UberEats, to all the drivers. First come, first serve, and then you take it. So that is probably why they cannot group together a batch for you or a route, whichever you'd like to call it. So I understand that they just are an on-the-fly delivery service, but for tires, car parts, truck parts, stuff like that. So that's why they cannot batch it together and give you a route. That is what I'm guessing. The other company I want to talk about is a company called Draiver. I don't know if any of you tried that company. I am signed up on it. I have yet in 3 or 4 months to take a job because I want you to take a look at this one. It is for the 25th that might have been today, to drive 446 miles, 8 hours, $144. It does say that you will have 10 drivers to go on the route, so you don't have to drive the whole distance, but it is still 8 hours of your time, regardless how much you drive, for $144. And then the other one I have is for Saturday, is for 1,035 miles, and it pays $297, scheduled for 4 drivers as well, for 1,035 miles. Supposed to take 16 hours and 52 minutes. Some of these jobs have 10 drivers, some have 4. It varies. Some of these are for Penske. Yes, they do move trucks around frequently for move. This is definitely prime time moving season in the summer. So I understand they got to move trucks around to accommodate their customers. But man, I don't know if I'll ever take one of these jobs on Draiver. I heard good things about it, but so far, most of the jobs are 8 hours, and these are actually better paying than the ones I've seen before in the past. There's been a couple to Utah, which is right next door, that paid $90 for the same time. So just giving you my perspective and my experience with that app so far. If you'd like to try it, please go sign up for Draiver. Give it a try. If you want to drive across the country or drive routes like this and you think it's worth your time, go right ahead. I would like to see just a little bit more. And yes, you're not driving the whole distance, you're being a passenger. So I believe for the time that you will drive, you're getting compensated good. It's just the rest of the time that is dead time. And that's what we're trying to alleviate as these side hustle gig app workers. We would like to try to get $1 to $2 a mile, and I don't think that's asking a lot in today's economy. All the other prices are super high, but these remain kind of stagnant. So we'll just leave it at that. So if you have any comments or suggestions or input about Frayt or Draiver, please leave them in the comments below. I'd be happy to respond to those and interact, because I'm still a newbie. I don't know what I'm doing on all these apps. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I'm not. But it would be I would definitely be glad to hear any input from anybody with experience on any of these apps that I'm reviewing. With that, the charges are just about done on the EV. I don't know what we're going to do for the rest of the day. And if this is the end of the video for today, please take care of yourself and each other, and peace.